For most politics in the morning now, the midterm elections just 7 days away. The balance of power in the Senate could come down to the competitive Senate race in Pennsylvania between Joe Sestak and Pat Toomey. Toomey just 5 points ahead in recent polls.
Our Jim Acosta is live in Philadelphia this morning with more on how this race could shake out. Hey, Jim.
Good morning, John and Karen. That poll you mentioned is very important because Joe Sestak has cut into Pat Toomey's lead in recent weeks, and that is crucial in terms of the balance of power. It's going to be very hard for the Republicans to seize control of the Senate if they can't win Pennsylvania. So the stakes here, not the political stake, not the cheese stakes, the political stakes couldn't be higher.
Thanks very much, guys. Good to see you. Thank you.
Welcome to Pennsylvania, where the race for the U.S. Senate is too close to call, and the candidates are getting personal. Former Republican Congressman Pat Toomey labels his opponent, current Democratic Congressman Joe Sestak, a rubber stamp for his party on votes for the stimulus and health care reform.
Now, Congressman Toomey has voted 1,400 times with Nancy Pelosi. That's 1,200 times more than I did.
So you're saying he's more like Nancy Pelosi than you are?
He's such a San Francisco liberal.
In nearly the same breath, Sestak compares Toomey to Republican Christine O'Donnell, who's running for the Senate in neighboring Delaware. Toomey, Sestak notes, has also spoken at Tea Party rallies.
What is happening in Washington today is an unprecedented and frightening lurch to the left.
Toomey argues he also has the backing of GOP moderates.
Would you be a Tea Party senator if you didn't?
Last question.
I'm delighted to have their support. I'm delighted to have the support that I have from, Rudy Giuliani and Tom Ridge.
This past president of the pro-business group Club for Growth, Toomey once pushed for privatizing Social Security in a National Review editorial entitled Personal Accounts or Bust.
It's in my book, so there's plenty of information about my thoughts about how we make our big entitlement programs viable for future generations.
Thank you. That's the last question.
Toomey walked away. Up walked Carlene Novotny, a voter with a life-threatening staph infection who carries this bag of antibiotics attached to her chest wherever she goes. She worries about Toomey's plans to repeal health care reform.
Like Mr. Toomey's platform, I'm concerned about the insurance and the well-being of our health care system for the future.
There were also unscripted moments for Sestak, like this glass shop owner who's had to cut his staff by half.
We have 4 people working for us, and we used to have 10.
A reminder of the recession on Sestak's watch.
And what would you say, though, to those independent, undecided voters out there who would say, we gave the Democrats a chance for 2 years and you blew it?
I would say the Democratic Party took necessary steps. But you know what? The party didn't do it all well, and I bucked it.
Now, Joe Sestak has another unique way of drawing the distinction on the economy. He has an ad out right now showing him cleaning up after his dog, saying this is what it's like cleaning up after the Republicans on the economy. But putting that aside, both men are touting their independence. Joe Sestak says if he gets to the Senate and Harry Reid somehow wins in Nevada, he's not sure he's going to vote for him for majority leader. On the other side of the equation here, Pat Toomey says he's happy to have the endorsements of all of these Republican leaders who have come down here to support him, but he's not talking a whole heck of a lot about an endorsement he got last week from Sarah Palin, guys.
Well, I'll tell you, these